Hi everybody in my TSGO Harry Potter group and YouTube channel. Okay, so we got part 2 of Vampire of Hogsmeade. So, you've learned as much as you could about the Count, but now it's time for you to head back to Hogwarts. What more can you find out about vampires, and when will you see Marilla again? Okay, so it's getting kind of interesting here. I wish they'd stop doing that. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. Enough. Okay. Let's click on Dobby and go to potions class. Let's see what awaits us there. Here we go. It looks like Marilla hasn't returned from Hogsmeade yet. She did say that she might skip class. Perhaps splitting up wasn't as good as an idea as I thought. Now I'll have to cover for her if I want to. That is. Mr. Baby, pray tell, where is Miss Snide? She, has scrofungus, sir. Then I'm sure you won't mind taking enough notes for 2. And I'll be verifying this alleged case of scrofungus with Madame Pomfrey. I will deal with Miss Snide later. Today we will be reviewing vampire safety procedures for reasons I will not divulge. I will be taking no questions, especially not from students with the last names Lee or Baby. Hey, let us begin and pay attention as there will be a quiz after. I hate quizzes. Okay. Questioned. Advise use caution around those who are not close friends. Protect from being drinking blood. Okay. It's always vampires part of the living dead. Unfamiliar voice. Please inform. Just looking to see what would be on the quiz. Bother Mr. Cook. He has enough angst as it is. Okay. So I don't really see much more coming up. Okay. I was just curious if there was anything that he might say that might be on the quiz, but I can't really catch anything, and I've read everything that he had, so yeah, you can just follow my answers. I'll probably get them wrong anyways. There. And that should be good for 3 stars. And gone. Above all else, do not take unnecessary risks when you suspect you are in the presence of a vampire. While there is much superstition surrounding them, the fact remains that vampires can be quite dangerous. Facing off against one isn't worth risking your neck. Now then, Mr. Baby, how does the Ministry classify vampires? Ministry classifies vampires as beings, Professor. Correct. Congratulations on paying the bare amount of attention. Class dismissed. That was actually an easy question. The faculty must be concerned about vampires if even Professor Snape felt it wise to lecture us on safety. I wonder how Marilla is doing. She said she'd be back by dinner, so it's not time to start worrying. Well, in the meantime, I remember Mr. Flume mentioning bats also showed up with a vampire. I should go see Hagrid and see what he knows about bats and vampires. It's kind of a weird one. Oh, so many parts of these. And that's why I do everything in parts, because I don't think you guys are going to want to sit through about an hour of this. I enjoy it though. I like doing these. It's a bat. Nice. Hey, Hagrid. Is that a vampire bat? That's right. I found it injured in the Forbidden Forest, so I'm nursing it back to health. It's odd, though. Vampire bats are usually hibernating this time of year, but I've seen 'em left and right and center. Why don't I help you care for this bat? I got some things I want to ask you after. That's funny. Okay, so I'm going to click through this. I wish they'd re-trigger some of the old ones, that you can play them over and over. So I could do some videos for you on them. Pumpkin Johnny and stuff like that. I missed them all. Well, I did them, but I didn't get to do videos on them because I only started my channel in February. Aw, look at the little guy. The vampire bat certainly seems to be feeling better now. It'll be alright as rain in a few more days. Now I believe you said you wanted to ask me something. I was wondering about your experience with vampires, actually. Professor Snape was teaching us vampire safety procedures, so... Well, I met a vampire or two in me time. It's not the uncommon to see one in Nocturne Alley. What do you think of them? They're a lot like werewolves in me opinion. Some werewolves are dangerous, but many are people like you or me that happen to have a condition. I don't think it's fair to judge someone just for being a certain way. For example, this vampire bat drinks blood. Does that make it evil? No, of course it doesn't. The vampire bat can't help that it has to rely on blood. That's precisely me thought, Grogu. That doesn't really change public perception, though, does it? Folks' opinions on vampires and other dark beings vary significantly round the world. Lots of people think the ministry should be doing something not so nice about vampires. On the other hand, there are people who encourage a more accepting approach. Vampires are just another being we have to share the world with. Just another being, eh? That's right. Now you be careful. Professor Dumbledore wouldn't have banned trips to Hogsmeade without a good reason. Thank you, Hagrid. Marilla ought to be back by now. I'll meet her for dinner and find out what she's discovered about the vampire Hogsmeade. Yeah, she's missing. Who knows? Oh. Okay, what are we on now? 3 or 4. Okay. Missing Marilla. Mix them. Go to dinner. Okay. There's so many parts to these. Here we go. Has anyone seen Marilla? She said she'd be back from Hogsmeade by dinner. No one's seen her. That's exactly why you and I need to have a little chat. What if Marilla got lost on her way home? I always get turned around. There's only one road from Hogwarts to Hogsmeade, Barnaby. Look, I haven't seen Marilla since we split up at Hogsmeade, which clearly wasn't a good idea, even though I thought it was. You're the last person I want to say this to, but I'm worried about Marilla. What if something happened to her? I'm also worried, Esmelda. Based on what I learned in Hogsmeade, well, Marilla could be in serious trouble. Serious trouble is even worse than normal trouble. Quiet, Barnaby. We need a plan and loath as I am to admit. You have the most information right now, Grogu. Then let's put our heads together and come up with a plan to find Marilla. Do you know what I find funny is Esmelda? She reminds me of this movie I watched years ago, Little Nicky. She's like a female version of Little Nicky. So that's kind of what I base my voice on her for. It's kind of like a Little Nicky kind of thing. That was an awesome movie. Oh, so many stars to get. Okay, so I'm going to shorten this for video's sake. Here we go. I think we're in agreement that the three of us need to work quickly to get Marilla back. If the professors notice she's gone, she may get detention with Filch for breaking a school rule, which means you would also get in trouble, since you left too, Grogu. Then we have to go now. Agreed, and I know exactly how we'll get there. We'll use the one-eyed witch passage. Seems a bit rude to point out she's got only one eye. Is there anything else we need to know, Grogu? There was one thing. I heard a strange whisper when I was in the fog. Whoa, you hear voices too? The voice in your head doesn't count, Barnaby. And keep your strange whispers to yourself, Grogu. It makes you sound like a loony. Blimey, I was just answering Barnaby's question. I don't care. Whatever that whisper is can't be good, so I don't want to hear about it. All right, let's get to the third floor corridor. We've got to find Marilla before someone notices she's gone. Oh, okay. Meet Barnaby in there now. Still say she's a female little Nikki. There's a tappy there. Oh, the mouth moves. That's kind of cool. Okay. Meet Barnaby and Esmeralda. I never even noticed that. Of course, I don't really come to this part of this. I don't even remember if I've ever been to this part of Hogwarts at all. There we go. Let me guess. Marilla didn't tell you the secret password either. Afraid not. How about password? It was worth a shot. Well, at least we know it's not that. Anyway, anyone with 2 brain cells to rub together could have told you that. If only we had the vampire scrapbook. We do. I found it in the fog. I was hoping to give it back to Marilla during dinner, but, well, here we are. Hopefully Marilla left some notes in here. Uh-oh, it's Filch. Just our luck. Barnaby, read this book and look for clues. Esmeralda and I are going to distract Mr. Filch. He's like a big lurch or something, like from the Addams Family. There we go, almost done. At least there's more of the 3-hour tasks, the 3-star tasks. I'd love to know what kind of things you and Miss Norris have been up to. Quiet. What's that bumbling friend of yours doing back there? He's communing with ghosts, obviously. Or at least he thinks he is. We're indulging him. Poor thing doesn't know he's talking to air. And I'll need to see this for myself. I saw a vampire in the courtyard. Why didn't you say that earlier? Follow me and I'll show you exactly where. Let's go, and this better not just be another false alarm because of Victor Tlsq again. If you don't find Marilla, I'll hex you. Oh my God. Barnaby, please tell me you found the password. Well, I'm pretty sure it's one of these 3 words here, but I'm not sure which one of them is the most magical. Choose which one we will try. I think it's Descendium. Let's try Descendium. I have a good feel about that one. I love good feelings. Descendium. Yeah. Yep. There we go. Brilliant. Now we know the password for the one-eyed witch passway. We owe Miss Melda so much pumpkin fizz for giving us a chance to open the passage. I'll bring the little umbrella. She loves those. And I just hope Marilla's doing all right. Don't worry, Barnaby. We'll find her. In fact, let's go now. We have to get Marilla back before the professors notice she's gone. Okay. That's the end of part 2. Wow. Okay, so we're on the hunt for Marilla. We don't know if the vampires got her or who got her. And then we got Crazy Esmeralda, or the female Little Nicky, as I like to call her. Never noticed that. Okay, well, thank you so much for watching the video. It's a lot of fun. Feel free to like the video and subscribe to my channel and click on notifications so you'll be notified when I do more videos. And until next time, happy tapping because this is the way.